So we've woken up this morning and it was actually pretty rainy outside. A big storm passed. Luckily it's gone now and we're about to leave Johor Bahru. It's crazy how from the east coast, where it was super sunny and nice and warm, we've come down towards the southwest and there's just flooding and storms happening every single day. The weather systems change really fast here in Malaysia. There's like different seasons throughout the country at the same time of the year, so doing a road trip, it does get a bit stressful when you enter those rainy areas like we are now. But luckily it's passed and we're gonna set off driving.
Well, fingers crossed it's not gonna rain too much, but I'm already got my slippers on for a change.
Mario's being practical, I'm still wearing shoes. I'm being hopeful it won't rain. So our next stop today is a place called Batu Pahat. It's about 2-hour drive from here. We actually have no idea what is there. It was just the biggest looking town that was next on the road trip.
Hopefully we won't get too much rain, but it's only 2 hours today, so it's pretty good. We really wanted to visit Forest City as well, but the problem is the weather, you know, so I feel like it's just gonna be a place where we're gonna have to come back to.
Yeah, but another reason to come back to Malaysia, which I'm sure we will again in the future. As we were leaving Johor Bahru, the clouds did not look very friendly, but it seemed like we were chasing the storm this time, because everywhere we drove, the ground was wet, but there wasn't any rain. So we were just hoping we wouldn't get caught in it. My butt hurts.
Finally, yeah, I arrived. Although to be honest, it was only 2 hours, but we have not stopped once in the 2 hours, just absolutely flying, going past all the cars, all the traffic, and the reason was to avoid the rain, and we did avoid the rain. We were so close at one point. It was kind of few drops, but nah, we didn't get wet at all. We got nice and dry. And now, what is this place called again?
It's called Batu Pahat, so it's like a small town in between Johor and Malacca, about exactly halfway I think. So I don't know what's actually here to do.
It looks like there's quite a lot of like natural forest and things like that, but anyways, let's try and check in first. Hello.
Yeah, Olivia.
Yeah. Let's see if we can check in.
This is the cheapest place we could find in this town online, and it's a weekend.
It's not the cheapest, it's one of the cheapest, but you know, some of the cheapest places look horrible.
Yeah.
Really bad.
We do have a little bit of like a standard, guys. We're not that crazy.
Let's see, the moment of truth.
Please.
That's alright. Just like advertised. Yeah, nice and simple, clean. Aircon, double bed, and a desk for editing the videos. That's it.
I feel like window is so important sometimes.
Yeah, coming after Johor Bahru with no window, this is quite nice for a change, you know. I mean, like every single hotel should have a window, because I think it's kind of wrong, you know. It makes people depressed, it puts you in a bad mood and things like that. So there's a lot of Chinese food in here, and this one looks like kopitiam kind of thing, right?
I love this kind of place, the Hainam kopitiam style places.
Olivia,
They've always got nasi lemak.
Yeah.
They've always got kaya toast.
Olivia absolutely loves the kaya toast, so hopefully they do one here.
Everything on the menu looks really good. I don't know what I'm going to choose, but it's kind of like a modern style. You've got to scan this QR code to order.
I don't even know what to choose. I want a few things from here.
I know. Maybe we should just have like a feast. It's actually really affordable as well, and we're in aircon, which is amazing.
Someone looks happy.
So happy right now.
I think it looks like it's one each.
It's absolutely not. If you wanted one, you could have ordered one. I'm not sharing. Round 1 finished. Round 2, I've got a chicken rendang nasi lemak. What are you eating, Mario?
I only got this for myself.
You're on a
trying
diet?
to stay healthy, you know what I mean? Just you know, follow stuff. I think it's the only time I eat vegetables.
Yeah, when it's in some kind of mayonnaise looking sauce.
There's not really that much, like vegetables and salads are not very popular in Malaysia, you know, for some reason. So we're getting fatter and fatter, so it's kind of nice to have a bit of vegetables. So I'm just gonna have this.
Aww, so sad.
I'm only joking, there's no way I could just like live with just this. I got myself a nyonya fried chicken nasi lemak. I mean, what did you think, guys? Come on.
So probably just gonna smash this right now.
I'm gonna try some of this rendang.
Mario's probably gonna steal half of mine as well.
So after enjoying this beautiful nasi lemak, we actually went back to the hotel because the weather wasn't ideal and we stayed there for the rest of the time. And unfortunately today we have to go. We're going to a different town today. It's called Moa. Don't know much about it. It's like a small town by the sea basically.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things to do. We're gonna spend the day there today.
It's only 1 hour and a bit drive, so it's gonna be a pretty chilling day today.
In Moa at our accommodation, obviously because we had to check out at 12 at the last place we got here at like 1 o'clock. Usually we've never had a problem in Malaysia going early to check in. Usually the room is ready, and if not we usually just go to a restaurant. But we had to call to get into the gate. The guy was like so rude on the phone, saying, "Why didn't you check online? The time, you can't come in." Bit weird. Keeps talking over him and stuff. Not very polite. Probably the rudest experience we've had in Malaysia so far. We've never had anybody talk to us like that when we're staying at their accommodation. So we're probably just gonna, not sure if we're gonna go find somewhere else or just go for food and then come back and check in, but not a great first impression for this homestay here. So we just had some lunch. We had probably one of the nicest biryanis we've ever had, and we've just come out into Moa town centre. There was like these street art streets here with these like umbrellas up here, but there doesn't seem like much. I mean, the architecture in this town is really beautiful, but other than that, it's a pretty small town, and it's quite similar to Malacca actually.
I don't think there's that many things to do. It is obviously a small town like Olivia mentioned, but that is why we're gonna just head to Malacca. I quite like changing the plans very last minute. It's one of the main things I love about traveling, just to be able to have the freedom to change your plans whenever you want, and we just done that. So we are gonna stay in some really cool looking place. I hope it's as cool as it looks, but I really cannot wait to show you if it's good.
The drive to Malacca from Moa was really short, and within an hour we had already arrived. We have been to Malacca before, but driving around on a motorbike gave us a completely different perspective of the city, and it seemed a lot bigger than we remember. We drove through the old town to take in the heritage buildings and iconic architecture that we explored last time we were here, before heading to the more modern side of the city where we would be staying.
So after a little drive in the sun, we have finally arrived to Malacca and had to check in and everything, give the deposit, and we are in a really unusual place. We don't usually stay in places like that, as Charles and Toast.
We're going up to the 32nd floor.
Level 24.
Feels pretty fancy, somebody else is coming in. Probably stop vlogging right now.
3205, we are 06. The best part is it's so cheap. It was actually the same price as staying in the last village. So, you know, I think it was like, it was 75 ringgit, no less, I think 65 ringgit, yeah. Anyways, fingers crossed that it's gonna be good. Open.
No.
What about this?
Let me in.
I shouldn't. It's
I'm on the right number. Can't get in the room, but Mario's telling me to come look at the view. What's so special? Whoa! I just got serious vertigo.
Man, this looks pretty cool.
Whoa! Ooh. Wow, the tile goes down there. I thought I just stepped off the edge of the building. Oh my god. You can see a pool there. Look at that. I'm gonna have to go to that swimming pool in a second.
Yeah,
once we can get in the room.
Oh wow.
Down there. So apparently we have to click some link that they send us in a WhatsApp message to get the code. It's very futuristic for us as we're kind of old school. We just need like a number to type in.
I just need a bloody metal key, mate.
Just a normal key, none of this electronic stuff.
Yo, finally, after all and all, yo, we opened the door. Let's see what's good. Yo, for 65 ringgit, not bad. Oh wow, got a living room. I think this is too good to be true, guys. Like massive fridge. Open that curtain. What? This is the best accommodation for the price we've ever had. And then you can see Malacca. city center right there.
I see a cheeky
Oh,
swimming pool as
there's a
well.
swimming pool. There's a bunch of swimming pools everywhere.
Well, we've got one bed each.
What?
We've got a washing machine. You can tell we don't stay in Airbnbs very
Yo.
often because we're like, what?
Gonna stay here for a while.
This is what most travellers stay in when they travel in an Airbnb. Mario's currently trying to extend our stay. To be fair, he did find a pretty good place. It's quite nice actually.
You saw where we were gonna stay, Olivia, for literally the same price. Look what I find.
Yeah.
Boom. Just need to give this guy a chance every now and then.
Okay, you win this one. But I just wanted to show you guys, there's actually a bath here. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a bath in Malaysia before in a house. And it actually looks out onto this view. You can see the pool down there. Unfortunately, we are on this side of the building. I feel like even if you had a room on the other side, you would actually be overlooking the water. But still, a pretty nice place to have a bath in the morning or evening. We've just come down to the pool area to show you guys what it's like here. This apartment building is actually really, really nice. This is the pool. So it's like an infinity pool almost, and it looks out across the water. We have this beautiful view. There's absolutely no one here right now. I think it did just rain recently, but all to ourselves. Really nice. And it's not like in KL when you stay in the apartments you have to book a time slot or anything. You can just come here whenever it's open, so that's pretty cool. And not only that, but there's also a gym. Let's go in. There's literally no one else here right now apart from Mario over there. How awesome is this?
Yeah.
All to ourselves. Pretty cool. You know, it's not every day we get a gym to ourselves and included in the price as well, so this is pretty nice. Get a bit of exercise in between.
After eating all of this Malaysian food,
Yeah.
it's so nice to actually get back into a little bit of exercise. Like, get rid of these beauties, you know, like we really need to do that. And it's so nice when there's absolutely no one here. We thought it was gonna be busy, but just me and Olivia.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I feel like the best time to come to a gym is always around lunchtime because people are probably eating or at work or something, so pretty good. And apparently only 2 people have been in this gym today, so it's a pretty nice apartment building. It's called Silverscape, by the way. We just booked it on Agoda. We got it for like 67 for the first 2 nights. Per night, 67 ringgit, which is like $12 maybe. It's really cheap. And then the days after that, when we extended, it was about 90 ringgit. So it did go up a bit, but still really affordable when you have a pool and a gym and all of that. And way cheaper than staying in KL. I mean, in KL, you do have the view of the Petronas Towers when you stay in buildings like this, but this is pretty cool. You can go to the pool whenever you want, have a gym as well.
And I cannot wait to actually go to the sauna. I hope the sauna is open as well today.
I forgot
That's
to
gonna
tell
be pretty
them.
exciting. Yeah, there's a
Sauna.
sauna, there's a squash room, like all kinds of things. All
great.
for free. This is the best accommodation we stayed in Malaysia probably
Yeah.
so far. So after a nice gym session, burning a bit of that nasi lemak fat, it's time to enjoy this infinity pool. And like the best part of it is that there's no one here. You know, we stayed the very first day in KL in a similar place, also like a rooftop with a pool, but you had like these entry times. You can only go once a day for an hour, loads of people. This is such a different vibe. Just literally like you see those Instagram posts where like just me and Olivia, that's how it is. And the water is actually pretty chilly, which is quite nice because it's absolutely boiling today. With the view
It's
like
really
this.
affordable. It's like under $20 a night.
It's probably the best accommodation for the price we have ever stayed in Malaysia.
Yeah, and to be honest, our first impressions of Malacca when we came here the first time was we didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
It was kind of just a few historical things and not much else, and there was a lot of people. But now we're staying here. We love Malacca. I think the accommodation where you stay,
Yeah.
wherever you go,
Yeah.
makes a huge difference in your actual impressions of that place. Every single time for
Yeah,
us.
it took us so long, you know, traveling to realize that it's
Yeah.
always depends on where you're staying. You know, we had a lot of places that we don't remember it as nice memories because the place was kind of not that good where we
Yeah.
stayed, our hotel.
If you stayed in a place like this, everywhere you went, you would love everywhere that
Exactly.
you went.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference where you book. So if you're a budget traveler, staying in the cheapest place all the time just to save money is not necessarily the best thing to do, because if it's really, really bad, you're just not going to enjoy being in that place at all.